Hello students. Today we are going to start part 2 of chapter number 14, Water. In this part we will first be learning about what happens if it rains heavily. We all know that rain is essential for our living. Rain brings relief by cooling the environment after hot summer days. It also is a relief for the farmers as they wait for sowing of many crops. But what happens if it continues to rain for a long period of time without a break? Yes, heavy rains may cause flood. It leads to the rise in the level of water in the rivers. In case of continuous rains for a long time at a place, it results into the rise in water level of rivers, lakes and ponds, thus causing flood occurring in an area. The flood water may submerge cities, villages, crop fields and forests, causing damage to property, human life, domestic life, standing crops, wild animals of the forest, etc. The animals living in the water are carried away by the fast flowing flood waters. These water animals often get trapped on the land areas, and when the flood water recedes, they die. Heavy rains also kill the animals living in the soil, such as they don't get air to breathe when all the soil gets covered with flood water. So flood is a very dangerous condition, and it is also very difficult to get rid of it. Now, what happens if it does not rain for a long period of time? As you can see in the picture, if it does not rain in an area for a long period of time, it causes drought. When it does not rain in a region for a long period of time, it leads to the shortage of water, thus causing dryness everywhere. It results in the shortage of food and fodder, thus causing heavy loss to life. The soil does not have sufficient moisture to grow crops well, thus there is shortage of food. The vegetation such as grass and other fodder does not grow well and leads to the shortage of fodder for the domestic animals, and thus they also die. Due to shortage of food and fodder, many people living in drought affected areas even migrate to other places along with their domestic animals in search of food and fodder. So, many people also die out of starvation. Water conservation. Only a small fraction of water available on the earth is fit for the use of human beings, animals and plants, which is available in rivers, lakes, ponds and groundwater. It is important that that small fraction of water available for our use should be used wisely, because if we overuse then it may lead to a condition where there will be no water present on the earth. To conserve water means to save water by using it carefully, wisely, and by preventing its wastage. How to conserve water? It should be very important that the water should be used carefully. We should take care that the water should not get wasted. Always be careful that water in tanks in your house does not overflow when it is being filled. Some of the ways to conserve water are turning off the tap immediately after use and also repairing the leaking taps, taking bath by filling water in a bucket and not directly from the flowing tap, washing the utensils by filling water in wash basins and are not under the running tap, using water from washing rice, vegetables, or fruits for watering the plants at home. Do not use full flush from the cistern in the toilet when a half flush is sufficient. So, children, water is precious. Every drop counts. So, please conserve water by minimizing its wastage in various ways. You people are young. You people are role models for the society. So, if you start conserving water, others will stop its wastage. Let's move on. The next topic is rainwater harvesting. Collection of rainwater and using it effectively for other purposes is known as rainwater harvesting. Water harvesting is the activity of collection of water directly by various means. Harvested water can either be used immediately or it can be stored for later use. Rooftop rainwater harvesting. Rooftop rainwater harvesting is done for two major purposes. The first one is for collecting rainwater falling on roof and storing it for future use. Make it percolate to the ground to recharge the groundwater. In this method, the rainwater collecting on the roof of a house is brought down through rainwater pipe and it is collected in underground tanks. The stored rainwater can be used in times of water scarcity. This water may contain soil particles from the roof and needs to be filtered before use. So, children, that's all. Your portion is over, the water chapter is over. Now it's time for you to start your revisions and prepare well for your examination. So, all the best, my dear students. Thank you. Keep smiling.